Right, go. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, below me is an 850cc mini engine that I picked up from a clearing auction for about 15 bucks. And I bought it home, and young Charlie here has said that he wants to try and film an episode of Will It Start With Me. So we're going to have a crack at getting the old girl going. Now, Charbear, the only thing I have done to this engine so far is give it a wash. So it was full of mud, and I come out this morning and I've given it a wash. It had mud wasp nests all over it, and there was all sort of gunk and grime, because the story goes with this engine that it was on a farm and the two guys had a little mini delivery van, and they pulled this engine out to put a bigger one in it, and this sat in the back of the machinery shed on the farm for the last 20, 30, 40 years. They're not quite sure. It's a 1962-63 engine. So how old does that make it? Well, that makes it over 60 years old. So 1960 to 2000, that's about 40 years. We're at 2025, so it's over 60 years old, this engine. When I washed it this morning though, Charlie, this is really cool. I hit the pressure washer onto the fan here, and it started to wiggle a little bit, and it's freed the whole thing up. So you can see the water pump, which is this bit here, spins nice and freely. And I tested it, and do you think it pumped water?
Yes.
Yeah. So we know that the water pump pumps water, which is a good sign. So we're going to spend the afternoon getting it going, or trying to get it going. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we're going to get this really old engine and get it firing again?
Maybe.
Now, it's missing some parts. It's missing a carburettor. It's missing a distributor cap and the leads for the spark plug. So we know we're not going to get spark without the leads. And it's also missing a starter motor. But we went down to the farm yesterday where the Boise farm wall is, and we pulled the starter motor and the distributor off that, because funnily enough, it's a BMC motor, British Motor Company. They made all the same sort of engines, and those parts are interchangeable. So we have a starter motor, we have a distributor and all the leads.
Yep.
So all we need to do is just put it all together and see if it works. Now, when we're done with this motor, ladies and gentlemen, Real Steel Rescue is all about getting people out into the shed and tinkering, whether it's with their young fella or your mates. So we're going to get this engine running. We'll see if it runs. And once we're done with it, we're going to give it away. Because if there's someone out there that wants a project, that wants to learn how to pull apart a motor and rebuild it, or if there's someone that's got a Mini they're restoring, they can have this motor. Do you think that's a good deal, Charlie?
Yeah.
All right, let's hook into it then. Let's grab some tools. Let's pull this radiator off and all the bits and pieces that we don't need. And we'll see if we can make this thing run.
Okay.
Righto, let's do it. There we go. All right. Now, just put it away somewhere. All right. Pop that distributor out. So, Charlie and I went down to the farm yesterday where the Boise farm wall is. Do you remember that tractor, Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty crazy little machine.
Yes.
What was it for the people who've never seen it?
It was a homemade tractor.
It was a homemade tractor, and it was absolutely crazy, but we got that thing running. And it uses some of the same components from the British Motor Company that the Mini engine does. And we asked the fella that owns the Boise farm wall if we could pinch some parts off it just to see if this engine ran. And he was good enough to say yes. So we've got a starter motor and a distributor here off the Boise farm wall. And we're going to see if we can use those parts to get this engine running, because we don't want to spend a heap of money fixing this engine. The whole idea is that we're going to give this engine to somebody else so they've got a cool little project to work on in their shed. It might be someone that's just always wanted to learn how to do up an engine, or it could be someone that's fixing a Mini. This is the distributor off the Boise farm wall. We're going to put it next to the distributor from our Mini engine and compare the two to see what they look like. So let's have a bit of a look. So let's flip him over so it's the right way. Besides the dirt and the weird maggot thing that fell out of it,
What?
whatever that is. I think that's a mud wasp larvae. So let's have a look. So this here is the distributor off the Boise Farmall, which we know runs, yeah?
Yeah.
And then this here is the distributor off our Mini, which we don't know if it runs. And as you can see, Charlie, she's looking a bit sad. So we've got this wire here needs to be fixed. So we could probably fix that. And then
This is all jammed wire.
and then we don't have a condenser in this one. And then we've got the points here and the points there. But other than that, oh, something's binding it up actually. So we're only getting a couple of turns. So we could,
I think it's because all the dirt and stuff.
yeah, I think it's full of dirt, bud. So let's grab a screwdriver and we'll pull this apart. Because look at all that.
What?
That's all the dirt. Oh, there we go. What do you reckon, Charlie? Righto, so what's that out? If we just clean with the wire brush, because we don't want to pull this one apart, fix those two wires. So what have we got there, Charlie?
The distributor from the Boise.
Alright, so that's the distributor from the Boise Farmall. And what we've done is we've used it as a comparison to this alternator, this distributor that came off the Mini engine, because they're both Lucas 25D distributors. So we're basically using this one to rebuild this one. And what we've done, as you can see here, we've re-soldered these wires back on, and we're just going to give the cam a bit of a clean here, and then we're going to have to pull the little condenser out of it, and then that's the only thing that we should need to pinch. So there we go, Charbe. We've pretty much fixed this
Distributor.
distribulator.
Yeah.
Is that a cross between an alternator and a distributor, a distribulator? Or is that the way you say goodbye these days? All you young people, they're like, yeah, man, old distribulator.
No.
You want to tell the people at home what we've done so far?
We've put the distributor on.
The distribulator's back on.
We have clamped.
So we've got the distribulator back on, and then the starter motor from the Boise Farmall, it fits, but the actual bolt pattern's slightly different. So we've just clamped it on using some G clamps temporarily.
Yeah.
We've got a coil pack. Now we're going to pull the spark plugs out, and we're going to have a look to see what the spark plugs look like inside the engine. And then once the spark plugs are all out, we're going to see if we can just crank it over, and we'll see what it does.
Okay.
So let's get into it.
Yep.
Cool. So we're pulling. So you need to, like that, undo that. All right, once it's loose, what you can do, that spark plug doesn't look great, but at the same time, I'll do this one. So the spark plugs aren't like full of rust and gunk and that, they're just carbon and sitting over time. We need to check the oil. So do you know how to check the oil? So with the dipstick, we'll check the oil, and then what we'll do is we'll see if we can get a spanner on the front of the crank here, and we'll just try and turn it over by hand. Whack a bit of oil in it. Give me a sec. It was just at the bottom of the dipstick, so I reckon this will be just enough. That's lucky that I had that kicking about in the shed. Just give us a cloth. Give it a wipe. Protein.
Just let it sit there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Show the people at home. Go down. Oh, mate, I think we're in with a pretty good chance here of getting a running motor. That's pretty cool. All right, so water pump is water pumpy.
Yeah.
The crank moves nice and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our distributor works. Let's get a battery and put some power to this, and we'll see what it does.
Okay.
And what I've actually done is made up a bit of a stop-start switch for the engine just here. So as you can see, we've got nice and safe now.
Okay.
If I plug that onto that, just there,
Yeah.
and then we should have our points here are separated. If I turn our little kill switch here, the light in this should flick on and off.
That works.
That's a good signal because that means we've got pulse going to there. So now all we need to do is figure all out the timing, put the spark plugs back in and see if it runs. All right, that one should be tight.
That's lots of oil because it's up to the top of the thing.
So what's our firing order? 1,
1, 3,
1, 3,
4,
4, 2. All right, so we're just feeling our way. Righto, are you ready? Wait. Righto, go. Give that a go, Chubs. Hang on. Ooh. Ooh, that wants to run. Fair enough. That was running, mate. There you go. All right, let's see if we can get it running a bit better there, mate. Let's just close this door.
Oh, it stinks.
It does. That hole might be a bit too small.
What hole?
Well, so it might not be running properly because this hole that we drilled
It's too small.
is too small. So let's take that cover plate off.
It started, but not all.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to keep it running though because we don't have a carburettor on it and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but it does run.
But it runs. All right, you ready, Chubby?
Yeah, I thought you said you need to drill a bigger hole.
Yeah, no, we did. We're good. I've just taken it off. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, bud. Ready?
Stop.
Ready?
I think we might need like a bigger hole, but it has to be in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, mate. So we've drilled a hole a bit bigger because it needs a bit of choke by the look of it.
Okay.
I reckon we can get it to at least run for a bit more than we did.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Go. That's all right. There's not much because we don't have a carby, so we can't. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Go. Go. Yep, go. Go. All right, do you want to try one more time? No. I reckon. Let's go. One more time.
Oh.
All right, you ready?
Doing that.
You're all right. Go. Turn it on. Go.
It's just right here.
Yeah.
Came off again.
All right. Go. Try that. All right. Let's try and see if we get it to run. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Go.
Not turning on. I saw that.
Ah, look at that. She runs. So there you have it, ladies and gents. We got the engine going, and just by throttling back the start, your bastard, we managed to make it run. Even got a little bit of backfire there, so it's definitely not tuned. Like our carburettor is literally a can of start, you bastard. But Chubby, for 15 bucks, have we had a fun afternoon in the shed?
Yes.
Is this a bit more exciting than starting an old whippersnipper?
Yes.
Cool. Did you think it would start?
No.
No. So to answer your question of will it start?
Yes, it did.
Yes, it will. Now, ladies and gents, we want to give this engine to someone. So if you're sitting at home watching this video and you would like an old 850cc mini engine, you've got a mini you're restoring, or you just want to learn how to restore an engine, there are lots of aftermarket parts available for these. Great little platform, doesn't take up much room. Comment below, we'll give you our contact details and we'll get this engine to you, because it cost me 15 bucks to spend the day in the shed with my young bloke. I think it's well worth it, and it'd be cool if we can pass it on to someone else. So until next time, keep it real. Let's go, Chubby. Let's get out of this shed. It is stinking hot.
Are you going to turn the camera off?
I am done for the day.
Are you going to turn the camera off?
No, this is a cool establishing shot to finish off the episode.
Huh?
It's all good. I'll explain it to you later. All right, we're done, Chubs.
Okay.